another Transport Fever 2 video. In last video we got the West Coast main line installed. Lovely 4-track line up to Northampton, then just after Northampton it dips down to 2-track, and you have the goods line, the plastic line going overhead, and you have it up to Birmingham. What I'm going to try and do today is... rude. I'm going to try and get it round to... round here. We're going to have it go through these two, into Preston and into Carlisle, and that'll be the end of the West Coast main line. And then we'll have spurs off to Manchester and Liverpool, and then we'll do like a Liverpool line that goes Liverpool over to a Manchester, Sheffield, and then into sort of Leeds and York. So we'll also need to get the East Coast main line in. So there's a lot of train things happening today. And obviously we set up this in the last video, I believe. Which, is that starting to make coal? Yes, it's starting to produce steel. Things are moving a little slowly here. Sheffield Central, let's just put you on both. Sheffield Central, let's just put you on both. There we go. See if that does anything. Right, okay. There's a bit of traffic here. Peterborough goods. Right, let's turn both terminals on. Peterborough Steel. Peterborough Central. Oh, the plastic train has just dropped off. I forget this one's a push and pull formation sort of thing. So it's got no steel, but it has got some... what's it? Stuff. So where's the first truck with steel then? Is it you? Might be him. Or it might be all queuing on this road. Okay, so it's all gone here first for whatever reason. So it is this one. It's going at a rate of knots. But yeah, I think what we're going to do today is, now that Peterborough's got goods, because we've got trucks coming here, we're going to need to reduce the traffic. And one of the big ways to reduce traffic is bringing buses. And another big way to reduce traffic is trains. I want a train station sort of in the middle. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to demolish half of Peterborough. That's where I want my train station. Just in the middle of Peterborough. You know, don't mind me just destroying a whole city so I can have a massive train station. It's going to be a 4-track passenger station. 240 metres, and I think we are going to do the Thameslink services down to Brighton. I have no idea how I'm going to get them under London yet. But I am going to try and do that, or even if they're just London to Peterborough services. Come on, don't be so finicky, please. That'll do. It'll do. Right. Now, let's not have a bridge on our East Coast main line. Let's have a road bridge. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's going to bridge. About there-ish. And let's go in from there. Yes, nice. Wicked. Oh, do you know what, actually? Make sure it's curving properly. I'll just whack this road into there. That I didn't really want to be a bridge, to be fair. That I would have preferred as a banking. There we go. Nice. Brilliant. That's what we need. And then let's run some tracks out. Right, where is Leeds and York? Sort of straight ahead, so we'll go... For now, we'll just go... sort of straight ahead. We'll just delete this road a bit. Then I'm putting in a third and a fourth line, because again, we're probably going to have a fair bit of freight. No, I want it to be... There we go. I was going to say I wanted it to be 65 like the other set of points. Yeah, that'll do. And then come in southbound. Where is London? It's a fair bit that way, so... Right, what's going on here? I reckon these two can be for the West Coast Main Line, eventually. I can start doing that again. Nice. There we go. So they're joined onto the West Coast Main Line, so train GWR. You are scheduled in at platform 1, but please use any of these. If yours are taken, London, Birmingham, you're scheduled in at 4, but use 3, 4, 5 and 6. Liverpool, please use 3, 4, 5 and 6 for now. What's going on with the London buses? Bus London 2. I'm thinking, would it be better to... Oh, all the traffic's gone. Hello? Has it just moved to a new place? Not really. The only traffic is our vehicles. Hello? How have we managed this? I can bus London 3 could do with... I'll sell 5 buses. They all are very good. No, let's sell some of these ones that are in mediocre condition. Nice. Right, let's come out in a straight way. Let's do the usual crossing. Hello. Right, that's pretty big for us. Yes. We've just unlocked steam-powered buses. So there we go. All the bus routes in all the places. We're getting these. I've just seen that our train lines have been updated as well. There we go, look. How much more efficient these are. Right, GWR network. How is the GWR coping? What's going on here? Okay, it does need more of a capacity. I reckon we'll bin off one of the trains, depending on how much more capacity these really fast things can hold. A GNR A1422 can do 60 miles an hour. Those passenger cars are the fastest we have that can do 37, so let's use those. I reckon 110 capacity, and I'm going to chuck 2 of these on. No, I reckon 100 capacity would even do. So what's that, 300 capacity? I don't reckon we'll need this final one, you know? And let's get the cross countries replaced, because they seem to be struggling. I reckon we can take 1 train off with this as well. 2, and let's go 37 again. I reckon the cross countries need a little bit more capacity. And let's get them back into the Burgundy. Sell. Oh dear, there's no trains in Reading now. Let's put these lot in Great Western Green. Right, let's start playing the game again. Obviously these are only ever going to be able to do 37 miles an hour. Because of the passenger wagons. So I'm not too interested in replacing everything. For now. But just those 2 are our biggest struggles, I feel. What are the capacity of these? 5. Okay, that's better. Where else is struggling? Northampton's struggling. Northampton bus station. Then I reckon I'll filter them by condition, to be fair. How can I do line filter? Line manager, filter, show only visible, show all. No, it's vehicle manager. Road. Where's vehicle manager? Where's the thing where I can see all the ages of me vehicles? Statistics. There we go. Vehicles. Filter. Vehicle line, cargo, maintenance, condition. There we go, right. So London Stone, which does make sense, that's our first line. Hastings Con map. Replacing 60 vehicles, god damn. Does it need 60 vehicles? It's making money. Right, we need to get a bus service in Hastings, actually. And I think we'll even chuck a train line down there at some point. Right, so the ones we have currently can carry 4. You're carrying bricks, so you can use them. The rate is 131, you want 385 bricks. Does anywhere else in Hastings want bricks? What is that covering? Okay, that's not covering these lots, so I'm gonna... Um, yeah, all that seems to be okay. Yeah, let's focus on the task at hand. Peterborough. Peterborough's the task at hand. Brilliant, the East Coast Main Line is already in a tunnel. I feel like most of this route is going to be in a tunnel. There are a fair few tunnels on the East Coast Main Line. Not that many though. Not as many as Transport Fever, or the map creator seems to think there is. And then we'll do... Are we going to carry that much freight? There's a lot of freight stuff down here, so the chances of carrying freight on this line are quite high. I reckon from just before the first... There's 2 tunnels, I reckon just before the second, I'll go on 4 track. Bring it on at 75, which is obviously top operating speed for the moment. Unfortunately. Right, and I'm going to tuck these lines in just before Peterborough. Yeah, that'll do. And that'll do. That's better. No more frogs today. Let's just create some nasty looking junctions. Okay, I have got the date speed on 2 times speed, so we're going for a year at about every 10 minutes. If that. Signals either side of the tunnel. Right. 1 signal there. 2 here. And then 2 a little bit further up here. I'm not a fan of signals in tunnels, to be fair. Something we don't really have in the UK, signals in tunnels. We have like position lights and things, but we don't really have signals. So I'm going to do a few shorter signal blocks, just to try and make up for the fact that we haven't really got many signal blocks. And let me swing some tracks in, so this one can come out and just straight in. Same thing with this one, just straight into... Oh, stupid bridges, man. Collision with what? Right, I can get that far. This game can be a big pet peeve sometimes. If I've got a line that crosses over from that track to that track, I have one that can cross over here, so it's not a massive worry, to be fair. Signals, one way, and one way. And there should only be one way at this point, I think. And there should definitely only be one way at that point, so that's okay. We'll put signals protecting that level crossing. And that's basically it for the London to Peterboroughs. Should we put them in? Should we put Thameslink in? Yeah, go on, let's have Thameslink. London to Peterborough. Obviously Peterborough, that platform's okay, but you can also use 2. And London platform number 8 is the one I want you to use, but please feel free to use 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. Maturity is not where I thrive, if you couldn't tell. Is there a way of getting it? Yes, there is a way of getting it out of this depot. I think we'll just go for 2 trains at the moment. Because then eventually we'll have the LNERs, and then people won't use these as much. Right, which one are these? Way less. They're the same. So because it's Thameslink, it don't really need... How many before it becomes... 126 before it becomes mediocre, so I reckon we'll go 98 and we'll go for 2 of them. I don't think I named the line. How silly of me. Train. Apparently there are 2 people watching the stream. Thank you very much. Train. London. To Peterborough. Nice. Let's colour them in Thameslink white. We don't really have a white, to be fair. There you go, that'll do. They're a noisy lot, aren't they? Bloody hell. 141 people want to go to Birmingham. Now that we got faster trains on. Oh, on the London North Western. No one's using the Avanti stuff. Is it all here? I reckon we need to chuck another train. Well, let's get these trains replaced, actually. But then I'm going to have to replace my Avantis, because I can't have my Avantis being done by London North Western services. I reckon that'll do. 112 capacity each. And we'll go for green. The manky London Midland green. Saying that, at least they brought a bit of colour to the railway, which is more than what any other company can say recently. Looking at you, Thameslink, white with just a grey stripe. .88 capacity, I mean for now that's all they're going to need really. Our Avanti stuff. I reckon that's a sort of Avanti colour. No, it's not. It's nowhere near. But yeah, they can now go 6 miles an hour quicker than our London North Westerns. Right, how are the buses coping in around here? Okay, we have too many buses on bus Northampton 1. I reckon we can get rid of... I'm going to get rid of 10. Nice. Here's where you tell me there's 500 people. Yeah, nice. Oh, hello. We've had a Thameslink departure with nobody on board, but still. We've had a departure. Right, we need to start thinking about a London to the south station, like your Hastings, your Brighton and your Southampton. We already have a line into Southampton, so to get a London service hooked up there wouldn't be too much stress. I'm going to put a 6-platform station in here. Passenger terminus, 6-platform, and no, it can't be grander than King's Cross. Let's not make it 80 metre, that would be taking the piss. Right, let me just, for a couple of minutes, this road's going. Just so I can have me train station. And I know it's not going to be the grandest of views, but do you know what? I don't see any other way of getting this across. A bridge. A very floaty bridge. Right. Road. Dirt road. Right, and then just delete this road. It's probably just going to make the rate half, to be honest. Well, saying that, we bought some new trucks, so what is the rate? 262. Doesn't look like I actually have bought some new trucks. Stone trucks. Yeah, chuck them on. What's the rate now? 327, that's a lot better. Right, what we're doing. Hastings Combat. Is Hastings Combat starting to lose money? I reckon we don't need this many vehicles on, to be honest. I mean, how many vehicles has it even got? 60. I'm gonna boot 10 off. Get rid of them. Don't need that many. This is the next step, to be fair. This is like what we need to start getting rid of vehicles. London Conmat. Perfect route. Runs into London. We need to get rid of some vehicles in London. Let's get rid of that. 242. Let's get rid of 15, I reckon. No, let's just get rid of 10. Let's just get rid of 10. Nice. But look, all the traffic in London has gone. It's weird.
Hey.
And again, we need to really get this going for machines, which could go to Northampton and to Reading. Americanized stagecoach. I hope that's not Stagecoach the company. Could you imagine them owned by Americans? Ugh. I don't have any dislike to... Well, not American, just the way your government's run, I don't really agree with. But I'm going to get myself into trouble here, so let's not. Where is the street everybody's driving? It's sort of a mixture of along and down, so I reckon we don't really do along streets on Transport Fever, but let's go for it. Although saying that, some of the traffic is literally our vehicles, so I'm not sure we can complain too much about it. Right, so if I bring a bus that comes through and down, we'll sort of go up here, I reckon. Well, actually, we'll go around here. Because I'm assuming eventually this will grow something. So we'll put 2 stops here, and then a stop in there. And then for the other 2, I think, is that okay? Does that get that? Does that get the back road? Yes, it does. That back road is uncovered. Is it covered by that stop? It is. So then we just need one that sort of does this other part of Peterborough. Let's think about that. So it would come, I reckon, through the first stop down to here. Oh, this looks like a road for a bus. But yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah. Bus Peterborough 1. No, you need to go the other way around. I know, very inconvenient and very annoying, but that's just the way it is. Well, I suppose if we didn't come back, we could do an anti-clockwise and a clockwise. Yeah, let's do that. So what's that then? That's anti-clockwise. Bus Peterborough. Anti-clockwise. I'm just going to put AC. Not AC as in air conditioning, AC as in anti-clockwise. Oh. Yeah, and then we're going to go around the other way. Peterborough. Back round here. Let's go the other side, please. Down this way. Right, I need to put a waypoint in. Peterborough AC, after stop 5. Come this way. Line 1. Obviously it's not going to be called line 1, is it? But 6, 7, oh, bollocks, I've said it. 6, 7, go away. I don't know why most of these stops want to do a U-turn in the middle of the street, but like, it ain't going to go well for you, pal. There we go. Bus Peterborough clockwise. Right? Or is that anti-clockwise? No, that is clockwise. Bus Peterborough C. I can't wait till this has like e-Sataros on it or something. Said no one ever, but obviously we don't have actual Sataros in this. Right, and then we'll have one sort of round the houses type route, so we want to come no other way round. Yeah. Yep, that'll do. And that's bus Peterborough 1. Nice. Road depot, road depot, road depot. How far would that be? If I link these two roads up, that wouldn't take very long. Let's put 10 vehicles on each. 5 vehicles. Peterborough 1. This will be clockwise. Or anti-clockwise, sorry, and then we'll do clockwise. Oh, brilliant, managed to get that well done properly. If that makes any sense at all, but there we go. Buses for Peterborough. Yeah, that is my plan, to connect everybody to the train station. I mean, everybody is already using this line, which is good. We've had 2 departures from London. First one is empty. It's good to know that they're using the fast lines. Right, they've both left empty. And there's still nobody waiting for it, so nobody really wants to go to Peterborough. I reckon we can get to Leeds and York. So let's put... Let's put a train station in. We can have this as just 4 platforms, I think, because when we get the eventual Transpennine service... I don't even know if it is a Transpennine service in real life that does Liverpool to, like, Edinburgh. Well, yeah, who else would it be? But... Do you know what I mean? Okay, that is the ugliest road ever, but I do not care. That is a heck of a train journey from Leeds to York. So we'll track it all the way. Well, I don't know how else we'd do it. I want another Leeds station here, though. As a little terminus station. And we want trains. And I want a passenger terminus station. This one can just be 2-track at 240 metres. And I want it facing that way, and I can already tell that that road's going to get in the way. Because ideally I want it on the end of here. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Leeds and York transfer. Leeds and York. Yeah. So we'll have a London to Leeds service that does Peterborough and York, and then we'll have a ridiculous service that just goes next stop York, Newcastle. Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. Which might mean, actually, I need to put me Thames links on the solo lines. But we'll get to that problem if we come to it. There's no point making a problem up that doesn't even exist yet. It's just going to be a fairly straight bit of track, the East Coast Main Line. Right, just getting some track in. Yes, we are putting some stonks in. ECML stonks. Obviously, I need to do more in the freight train market, really, don't we? Like, we need to bring crude oil to the south, so next time we'll definitely be doing more in the south of England than we are up here in the north. I feel like I'm struggling to breathe being this far in the north as a southerner. Right, and then we're going to go up to here. And then I'm going to bring the tracks just down to 2. Or actually, I've got a better idea. If 2 of these are going to go off to Leeds, because we'll call the right side York and the left side Leeds. So if 2 of these are going off to Leeds, then we'll do a quick thing. Yeah, I think that's a perfect place to do it. So let's have tracks here, because these will be freight lines, so I want it to be fairly quick. 65 mile an hour will do. Yeah, and then we need freight trains to be able to come over as well. So we'd want those 2 signals there and 2 lots of signals here. Because obviously the fast trains would be coming back on here and the freight trains would be coming off. And I reckon we'll plug the L and the R trains into these 2 platforms. And then for now I'm just going to put a spider's web in. And we've got to signal that whole bit of track as well. That's probably the most painful bit about this. Right, and for now we'll just do a little... Yeah, that'll do. That won't be there when I know that all is done, if you know what I mean. Heck, these tracks started separating from well early. Right, 2 signals there. Let's go 4 signals here. So 1 and 2. 3 and 4. If you're wondering why I like having them before level crossings, obviously in UK, if there was a problem, and probably with every country, if there's a problem, say a tree fell over here, and you had a signal here, well, now you're just blocking the level crossing, and you're going to be blocking it for several hours. So there's just no point. You might as well have them before the level crossing, and then cars can go if you get stuck. If that makes sense. Right, let's... At the minute, I'm just going to do very basic signalling, because we won't have that many trains up here. We'll probably just have 4. So we don't need that many signals. Oh, I was going to say, why could I have something like steam powered? But it's all these buses heading down towards Peterborough. Yeah, do you know what? That might be a bit extreme, but... that's quite a long way without any signals, but it will be okay. Right, so the York service, we said, isn't going to stop at Peterborough, so let's... No, the Newcastle service, sorry, because Edinburgh doesn't exist, so it's just going to be London to Leeds and York. This will be train, London, Newcastle. It's a shame that there's no Scotland on this, because there is on the PC version of this map, but the PC version of this map was too big for the console. London, I think anyway, unless anybody knows any different. London to Newcastle. Newcastle. London to Newcastle. I'm definitely upsetting all the Geordies. Let's get 2 of these. Oh wait, hello. 50. Hello. Let's get that. 2 of them. No, let's get 4. Oh, no, I nearly sold them all. Train, London, Newcastle. And now let's do some upgrading again. Right. These 2. The Avantis. Which I know I said I wanted to do more with today, and I'm sorry today has been predominantly upgrading trains, but... it is what it is, I suppose. Train GWR. These probably don't need 100 capacity each. I reckon 96 will do. Yeah. Or will it do? No, no, no it won't. We need 8 car trains. We need 8 car trains. 8 car formations, should I say. Yeah, let's change, and let's... oh, do you know what? No, let's not. Let's not. Let's just have another train. Cross country. Right, half of cross country's vehicles are full, so I'm going to get rid of 2 of them. They got 2, 4, 6. No, they got 4, 6, 8, and 10. I like that. And 7, but ugh, odd numbers. Oh, I've gone a bit far down there. put 128 capacity on those. Yeah, that is upgrading done. I think that's okay, and let's get the trains, just because we always knew they were going to have to go on the slow lines. There we go. But yeah, if you have enjoyed today's Transport Fever video, be sure to like, subscribe, and I shall see you all next time. How many people have you had out of London? 10? That's respectable. You're bringing... Oh, you've just come from the depot. How many people are you taking out? 4. Okay. I'm sure the Thameslink line will pick up uses. Nice. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, be sure to like, subscribe, and I shall see you all next time for some more Transport Fever. Goodbye for now.